Can you just say something? It's the guy. It's the guy from LootBag. Remember I showed you LootBag? You loved it. Hey, don't spit. Come on.
I have to fucking change.
No,
Stop bugging me.
No, I thought you loved LootBag Records.
Go away. I don't give a shit.
No, come on.
I don't care.
Oh my.
Let me take a sip of coffee. Let me do that. Okay, here we go. Thank you for being here, Daniel.
Thanks for having me, Austin.
Tell me how you are doing.
How am I doing? Well, in between bouts of existential despair,
Yes.
I've had days where I've been passed out for almost 15 hours. That never happens to me because I don't sleep at night normally. Just kind of watching my pie supply dwindle.
Watching your what supply? Your
my pie supply dwindle.
pie supply, yes. What's the time period between pie and any activity you do?
I've had pie for breakfast, lunch. I've had
Yes.
breakfast and lunch before.
Yes.
It depends. Like when I'm when I'm normal and healthy, I'll eat like a horse. So eating like, say I had pie for breakfast at like, because I don't sleep at night. Let's say I had pie for breakfast at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
So so after that I might go for if I'm I also go in and exercise, and like say I'll get like go for like a run for like 2 hours and then come back and then just lift, and then say after that I'll just like do push-ups, lift weights, and do whatever. So it depends on what the activity is. Like if it's just walking or running or something,
You could be
immediately.
You could be waking up and eating pie and then working out at the same time that I could be eating pie and then working out and going to bed, because I do that stuff at 5 a.m. back when I was went hardcore into the pie. That's when that shit would happen. And I did start talking about pie after you were mentioning existential dread, and that's a side thing. So I didn't want to just brush over that with pie. What are you doing when you feel existential dread?
Well, the safe for work version.
Okay.
All jokes aside, generally I've dealt with this type of stuff like for years now. It's like gotten worse as I've aged, but like particularly now, all things considered, because like it's not just the fact of like everything's the quarantine or like seeing pretty much everything like you want to do kind of goes out. It's just like the whole dread of just the pandemic. Like whenever I feel down or something like that, usually like I call it like a weird system my body has, where like it'll start doing things like I'll revert to things I enjoy. So like nostalgia, or watch cartoons, I'll just fixate on something randomly. So like I've been looking at weird videos of like I've been studying history again.
Cool.
Pandemic related history, but
right.
Mostly just sort of understanding things twisted, and then I also like start coming up with weird riffs and song ideas in between the bouts of crippling despair.
Yes.
So I'll be like,
yeah.
So like, it's like that's usually what I end up doing, and then I just end up doing things, and I just end up doing things. So like that's usually how I end up dealing with it.
Like you just make yourself do something, and then that carries you out of that state. Is that what you say?
Yeah, for the most part, it just kind of just happens. I'll just like, I'm just sitting down, staring at the wall, and then after 2 days of doing that, I'll make a reggae album.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think that you need that time doing nothing to be more creative? Because it's like you waste a bunch of time and then all of a sudden you get something done quickly. Is that a fair way to talk about it? To explain the situation?
Yeah, kind of. Procrastination. I often like to joke that procrastination, like boredom is like, at least for me, it's kind of a best friend because it allows me to like, because after a while of ruminating on something,
Yeah.
I'll eventually like just okay in 2 days I'll make something like if you ask me to make a song and you give me a week to make it, like I'll actually have the song recorded and
Yes.
finished
Totally.
like the Sunday.
Yes.
Because I spent 3 days just playing crap on my guitar and thinking of an idea, and then another 2 days like actually getting the progression. Then like the Saturday I'll like, okay, I need to record this, and then I'll have everything finished by like the Sunday night.
Totally. Whereas if you had the 2 weeks, you'd still wait for the last 3 days that you could possibly record it.
Yeah, like your subconscious mind will just kind of like, you'll come up with stuff and you'll decide, okay, that's crappy, that's crap, that works, and then the rush of like, I have to get this done at the last minute means you'll kind of then force yourself into a decision to decide, but you've had 2 weeks of like mental prep where it's like, okay, I kind of figured out what I need to get.
Totally.
No,
This is why I don't
Graham.
like you coming over. You
Graham,
just bug me all the time.
Graham. It's gonna be a big. Don't hit me. It's gonna
I'm
be.
gonna hit you.
Don't hit me. It's gonna be. It's gonna be lots of fun.
This is why I don't like you
People-
coming over. You just bug me.
People are gonna be watching. Graham, I'm giving you an opportunity. He said you can come on the stream, Graham.
I don't care.
Remember that stream you liked with that band you liked?
Can you
It's
shut
Austin,
Go
no.
away from me.
No, Graham, I'm just. Don't be mad.
Fuck off, you fucking 6 foot.
Don't say that. That's a slur.
Go away.
Oh my god.
Just come over and bug me. That's why I don't like hanging out with you.
I'm just trying to help you, Graham.
I'm not. I have to go to work. I want to play. We'll be
But you haven't acted. This is like acting. Remember, you haven't acted in 2 years.
You just harass me all the time. No wonder I don't like hanging out.
You don't like hanging out with me?
Cause I do on my times, but then you come over and I don't have to do this and you just harass me.
I'm not. I'm talking to you like a normal
Yeah,
person.
I don't want to talk to you. I want to play this.
I just wanted to tell you about this cool stream we're doing, but you don't care.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Out of quarantine, like my first thing when this is all over, because like the world's gonna change. Like if this is like a once in like literally 100-year like event, it's like things are gonna change, and hopefully like if we're all make it out of this and whatever. Like my goal is like kind of like not exactly pick up where we left off. I gonna see some friends, family that I haven't seen like physically in a while, you know what I mean? Kind of re-ingratiate myself back into the human experience. Like I study, like I'm essentially supposed to be like graduating and be an anthropologist outside of all of this crap.
Whoa. That's intense.
Yeah, so like, for me, like, the human experience in of itself is something that I see kind of in a weird way. So like, certain rituals, like, just kind of just hugging people, for example, like stuff like that, something we take for granted is a normal ritual, or like why we shake hands or why we hug, or why just kind of the whole essence of being even a punk rock show, and why, that in of itself it's more than just music. It's like, I hate to use the word tribal, but it's like it's a tribal kind of thing where we're all together, and there's a certain beauty in that I miss, that I'm kind of hoping I can slowly start to experience again. I can see my bandmates again.
Yeah.
I miss them. Maybe go to Jamaica. I was planning on going back there.
Cool.
This year. Go back there, see my family both alive and dead, because a bunch of graves up there, and just kind of just learn how to be human again, and learn how to kind of experience human things without without fear anymore.
Yeah, that's true. And like I'm ready to jump into it, but you're right that it's gonna be a slow process. You know what I mean? Like I would love to secretly be hugging people right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah, I tried to. Dylan had to pick up a guitar from me not too long ago, so we did like the whole like, I put it on the ground and walk away, and he comes and gets it. And I was trying to get him to hug me the whole time. He would not. He would not go for it. Okay, stay away, Dylan.
Stay
Social
away. Distance.
Stay away.
Got it here. Thank you.
All right.
Got it. Love it.
I want to hug you so bad right now.
I know. It's the worst thing.
Dude, I won't tell anybody.
We can't.
I won't tell anybody.
No secret hugs. No cheat.
The people you're looking most forward to hugging after all this is over. That's the real question. And you give me a top 5, top 3. It's your call.
All right, no particular order. Let's see, Deshaun from Burner. I mean, Deshaun.
He would be in my top hugs because he smells so good.
I never noticed. I mean, the man is just love incarnate. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, Deshaun, Zan from
Zan's
the
good
Voids.
hugging. Yeah.
Oddly enough, my current bass player Kieran, she actually gives really nice hugs.
That was one of the first things that Lush Buffalo made sure when they asked me to play bass with them. They were like, what are your hugs like?
I believe that. Carly, from Roach.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just fond. Right, I miss her, and Dylan, obviously Dylan.
All right. This
Like,
is
we share that.
yeah. This show's all about Toronto music. Huggers, top Toronto huggers.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for being on, and we'll see you again soon.
Austin, I'm excited for the opportunity to come on your stream. This will help expose my benefit from being a background actor.